Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. There is no time like the present. There is no time like the present. If not now, when? If not you, who? You have the capability of being the change that the world needs. Remember the $6 million man when he said we have the capability to make the world's first bionic man? We have the capability to make the promised land. We have the capability, kings and queens, between each one of us, there is change. All we got to do is start within us. Come over from the dark side and move over to the light side. See the light right there that's all around you. See the breakthrough, the happening that's coming for you. All you got to do is grow in God daily. See, when we go and grow in God on one day out of the week, then we begin to get weak. We begin, you just want to go, and worship God, just on Sunday, just on a couple of days. A few days, God, we got to go over and do this. Yeah, we got to go do this for the church. Going down here for God. Yeah, we here for God. Yeah, so and so. I ain't heard. What you heard the same thing? I know. And then there we go, down in the church foolishness. But see, I'm going to tell you something. Religion was made to control folks. That's what religion began. Let me tell you something, honey. Over there in the motherland, before colonization, before they came over there and started snatching up people, they wasn't over there practicing religion. They were practicing spirituality. That's what the people were doing. When they started moving slaves and then the Christian church got in on the slave trade, because the first, the Christian church, was against it, using people for slavery. Now you can go back and say this foolishness here. That people were slaving Africans, were slaving Africans before colonization. Let me tell you something. There's a difference between indentured servitude and slavery. There's evil going on everywhere. I tell you that. It's just not over here. It's evil everywhere. It's corruption from the top to the bottom. You can look up here and see this leadership. Oh, they doing this, doing that. But then they want to point fingers down here in the community. Point fingers over here. Point fingers at some folks that's trying to have a better life. You got all this money to donate over here to this country, and, God bless this country because I want things to get better over here. Okay, well, why not divide the will? You want to lift up over here? Okay, that's fine. Lift up over there. Well, then lift up over here, too. You see something going on. These people steady running over here. One country can't absorb the world's problems. One country can't do it. That's one thing I know, because look, as we grow, we're growing. We really are growing, and it's a beautiful thing. And that's why God keeps giving us babies, because babies are God's hope for tomorrow. But see, it's within us to sow, love, grow, because I'm going to tell you something. Before he left, he told you so. Before he left, I go, but I leave you the comforter. The comforter is within. The Spirit of God is within you. And all the old law hangs on these two. Love and be loved. Love one another, love yourself, love God. You say you love God, but you don't love your brother. You say you love God, but you ain't got no love for your sister. You can't do nothing for your sister. You can't help out your sister. You ready to run up on somebody. You just so angry at the world. You just ready to run up on somebody and just stab somebody. You just walking around with a scowl all on your face. I'm getting ready to tell you something, honey. Turn around. Don't look at the world like that. Look at the world. Make it beautiful. Let that set your pace. Put a smile on your face. Smile, the beautiful smile of faith, because it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to grow. Just like Ecclesiastes chapter 3 says, it's a time for everything. Okay, here we grow. It's time to grow. God said so. God told me to grow, and God said, go tell them I said so. See, because if I don't, there go my soul. If I don't grow every day, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to let you in on something. If I don't grow every day, God told me this. If I don't grow every day, I got my soul to pay. So I got to turn back around even when I was ready to give up and I was already down on the ground. I threw the towel in. They threw the towel at me. I threw it in too. I'm done too. I turn around. I'm ready to go. Okay, God, I'm done with this. You know, even as I was growing. Because I was at a point of despair. I let depression take me there. See, because I claimed depression. When you claim depression claim you. But guess what? Depression ain't came back and claim me no more. I'm done with depression, honey. Anxiety, Look, I'm going to go ahead and step out on faith. See, because it's time. I've been busy all day. And ain't recorded yet, but here it is. It's right here. I usually try to record at 4 o'clock in the morning, but for some reason, I just been growing with the flow of God. You just got to grow with the flow of God. So I just been growing with the flow of God. And sure enough, here I am back here again. Because see, I had went down there to see this doctor. I went down there to see this doctor. And this doctor had me sitting there for 30 minutes, in his waiting room. Well, my time is precious too, doc. So I get up and I just go ahead and reschedule for another time. So ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I understand you running behind. You busy. I see that. Folks coming in. I get up and look, and at my eyes glance down to the paper as soon as I walk in, she said, "Go over there and sign your name." That's the first thing you say. Go over there and sign your name. What happened to customer service? How you doing? Have a blessed day. See, that's how I do people at my job. I'm just as pleasant. They come through there and they look for that. That's why they keep coming back. I just passed by that store and they wrapped around the building down there. You wouldn't believe it. They brought need help, but it's so many of them already in there. That store's so busy. I think they need to make a bigger store. They need to make it bigger. The cars wrapped around the building down there. I just passed by it coming from the doctor's office, where I work at. And I'm telling you, because they love that store. People love that food. You're going to find out as we grow. People love that food. They come down there for that food, honey. This is what I want you to do as you grow. If you would do something for me, please, as you grow, pleasing God, tell someone to grow. Tell someone greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Tell someone God left us the comforter. Tell someone that the Spirit of the Lord is within them. And yes, they can grow. Get the talented and lost, lift them up. You got somebody out there you know what they doing. These people out here doing wrong. These people got people. These people out here in the rifle and stuff. He said, that boy even said, he 18 years old. If my parents only know. If my parents only knew. Yeah, but they supposed to know. These parents, these kids out here running around doing stuff. That's what I'm saying. What these parents said. You got a 16, 17-year-old. You got an 18-year-old. He got assault weapons coming to the house, but they don't know. How you miss that? How you so busy in your career and your life that you can't even see what your child is doing? He ordering assault rifles through the mail. And he buying them. However way he getting them. See, I'm going to tell you something about my daughter. Look, this is my house. I'm going to tell you something. That's her room, but this my house. Y'all never forget that episode where Fred Sanford said, Lamont said, my room, and Fred said, yeah, after he went out the door, but in my house. But it is, And I'm gonna tell you something. I have told my daughter, she has never gave me reason, to go through her phone or go through her diary. My mama did that to me, and my mama didn't have no reason. She just being nosy. I tell her that too. But she did. My mama went through my diary, honey, and after she did that, I threw it away. I wasn't gonna write in there no more, and she gonna read it. Y'all, I ain't writing no. That ain't what a diary's for. So look. But you supposed to know what your child is doing, honey. You supposed to go up in there and see. See, she didn't want to go up them steps. That's what it was. I went up we live in another big old house, when I was younger. And this one was creepy, honey. It was a dark room. I was the only one up there. And up there was a dark room. And you had to pass by that dark room. There wasn't no windows in there. And that room stayed dark day and night. And come to find out, I didn't even know that. I've been living up there for months. Mama, I kept throwing stuff in that room. I would throw socks, shoes, just throw stuff that I didn't want. And one day I guess Mama did come up there because she seen I had started throwing stuff in that dark room. And she just peeked in there and saw all that stuff in there on the floor. And she told me to clean it up. So I went and put a light bulb in there, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to go in that dark room because I felt something was in there. And I turned the light on, and all that time, all them months, it was a cat living in there. And I'm going to tell you something. Wait a minute. I'm thinking about it right now. Wait a minute, because I remember this. Because when I was a kid, I was up at the top of the stairs. We did not know a cat was living up there all that time after we moved in that house, in that dark room. Oh, my God. He could have been like, on me at night or anything. You don't know, but I didn't know. But look, one night I was standing at the top of the stairs, and I wanted to come down and get me some. And all of a sudden I saw a shadow. I thought I saw a shadow of a cat. And the shadow got tall. And it was so scary. And I just ran back in my room. I said, ain't no cat in here. But sure enough, when I turned that light on and seen that cat and looked at him, and his eye, you know how cat's eyes do in the light? His eyes started changing colors, honey. I took out running. And hollering and screaming down them steps. I almost fell running down them steps. And got my brother to get the cat out. And I didn't want to stay in the house no more after that. I was ready to move. So, I'm telling you, me and my brother had some. I don't know how you and your brothers was. Y'all need to reminisce about all that stuff, because me and my brother we had some episodes, honey. I'm telling you, we had some episodes, and he would always tell on me. But anyway, God is good. I'm just telling you, I didn't mean to get all off in that story, honey, but look, we need to have a good time in the Lord. We need to be lifted in God. We need to rise up and understand, kings and queens, your majesty, that woe is not you, grow is you. It is time to rise. It is time to tell someone. It is time to lift someone. It is time to grow, because we gonna rise from the dust, honey, because I got something to ask you. I want to ask you a serious question. Serious. I want you to think about this. If God be for you, who can be against you? If God be for you, who can be against you? And God is for you. You here. You are growing in the beautiful plan of God. And I'm here to tell you something else. The legends that have fallen are also growing in the beautiful plan of God. The souls are not resting, and the souls are not asleep while the evil is up doing. I'm here to tell you, I've lived in haunted house after haunted house after haunted house, and scared to death, scared to even be up in there. But I had to be in this last one, because if I wasn't in there, he swore I was off cheating somewhere, and I wasn't. I was just too scared to be in there. But honey, also in there with me, with them evil spirits, flies everywhere. Flies represent evil. Let me tell you something. In just about every haunted, scary movie you've seen, flies in there. Flies represent evil. They just like evil. Steal, kill, and destroy. They steal your appetite, destroy your food, and you just don't want to even think about that no more. Chicken, no, flowers on there, I don't even want. Just kill your thought of chicken. Just don't even want to think, I'm telling you. Flies everywhere, hon. I had to cook the food and dodge the flies. I'm covering up the food when I get done cooking the food, I have to sit it on the table, wrap it up in plastic. Flies everywhere. It's the house full of flies. They coming and the door closed back there. The door wasn't open, but I'm looking on the floor. Flies, dead flies all on the floor, all in the windowsill. You got 30, 40 flies in each windowsill. Then he over here acting crazy. Something wrong with him. What's wrong with him? I walk around here to the mental hospital. I went for a walk. Stopped there, and next thing I know, I'm at the mental hospital. I'm thinking I'm going crazy. What's going on, God? God said, turn me right back around, set me on solid ground. Now I'm getting ready to show you something. First of all, you're going to stop drinking. See, because he said, I like you better when you drinking. Because, see, the reason why he say that, because then he want to argue with me. Then he wants, see, Why you looking like that? Oh, because you been drinking. See, that's what he do. That's what a narcissist do. Will find any reason to fight with you and pick at you, and needle at you and come at you. Instead of throwing love, never no love. Never. Never. He never held my hand. When we walk places, he walk all in front of me, I'm telling you, it's okay to be confident in yourself. It's okay, but you don't have to be confident in yourself by putting somebody else down. And that's what he did all the time. Demean me, very emotionally, physically abusive. He was something. 6-foot weapon formed against me that did not prosper. God said, resist the devil and he shall flee. When he told me to turn my back on grow, and I told him no, he turned on his heel and walked out the door, and I ain't seen him no more. And I pray to God that I don't. But I know one thing, Brian Hunt is going to grow. Bobby Craven is going to grow. These people who represent the evil of this world are going to grow. Because in God's beautiful plan, we are here to grow. We are here to grow, and we are born to be alive. We are born to be happy. We are born to sow and live in the promised land. So I'm here to tell you, kings and queens, I represent what's coming. I represent what's getting ready to happen. I represent the happening because we are growing in God. So be lifted, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm God's gingerbread woman. I'm ducking and dodging the evil. I'm on a gingerbread spree for God, and the evil can't catch me. I'm telling you, I'm run fast as you can. Okay, I see it coming this way. I'm ducking down that way because I ain't getting all off in the chaos, drama, and negativity. I'm staying clear of that. See, I got to move, even if I got to get that out of my life. I don't even want to watch it on TV. With these fake people, they talking about this and this ain't nothing but some oppression. It's time to turn and look at the beauty. It's time to look over here at what God got us focused here to be. We got a purpose-driven life. You here for a reason. You got a purpose-driven life. But see what it is, we grow up to our parents. And then here come the world at us, and we all caught up in the world. And I'm telling you something, you looking for the Most High? God is the Most High. God is the Most High that you can find. Ain't no higher than God. You ain't gonna see. I see the King standing there with the blunt in his hand, 24/7, just about standing there trying to get the Most High. But God is the Most High. It ain't no higher than God. What it is you going to lose your mind. It ain't no higher than God. See, where you trying to go, you trying to lose your mind. It ain't no higher than God. God is the Most High that you can find. I'm here to tell you, I look for it in the bottle. I look for it in the black and mild. I look for it in the blunt. But I'm here to tell you where it's at, and I'm going to be blunt. God is where it's at. God is the Most High. So look for the Most High in God. I'm here to be the testimony because I done went through the test. So I'm here to tell you, look for God. We growing for God. We growing for the breakthrough on the love, peace, and soul train. I'm telling you something, honey. The world, I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. I'm not partaking of the foolishness that's going on up there in the House and the Senate. I see, leadership is led by love. It's love. Where love at? Mutual respect, customer service. It's time to bring this back. See, because this is not of God. God is not the author of confusion, but he is the finisher of our faith. God is an entity, a spirit. I just say he, but God is an entity, a spirit. What you cannot see, but what is there? What is there, but what you cannot see? What put you here? The reason that you are here, a purpose-driven life. You can believe or you can not believe, but I'm here to tell you there is an afterlife. So you need to trust the process and grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to give you some wisdom. I'm here to tell you what thus said the Lord. The word of God is a two-edged sword, and it is love. 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 Love is the word. It's not judgment. You are not the judges. The judges are in the afterlife. We can't judge nobody else's life. Can barely manage our own life. What you talking about? You want to be a manager, but you can't even manage you. Can you manage you? First manage you. Get you right. Then you can manage some other stuff too. God said, take care of the small stuff and I grant you with the great stuff. So you want to just jump off there and be all big. But first you got to do this first, kings and queens. We got to take steps. We got to grow. You got to grow. So love. So love, grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. I love you. God bless you. God bless you as you grow.